Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to day number 7 on the realistic series on the Buckland farm map, on the map challenge. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. We went ahead and we finished mowing our field that we were working on in day number 6. It is all mowed. We're going to TED that, but first and foremost, we're going to head over here and we've got us a pallet of tomatoes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So how's everybody doing today? Hope you guys doing great. Hope you guys doing awesome. Hope you guys doing fantastic as usual, because I am. We purchased a little baby forklift, so pallet jack, shall we say. This is a little loud in my ears, so I'm going to turn this down. And we're going to grab ourselves our pallet jack. You can see we're going to be making tomato juice, which is kind of cool. It's really neat. I give you guys a chance to see what this actually does here. All right, we'll go right down our little ramp here. Ring. This is a little electric pallet jack, but you guys have seen me use this before. It actually works pretty good. Just kind of slides underneath there. Pick it up. We got to make sure it's raised all the way up because we are going to go up the little hill here, which is a little weird, but it actually works. We're going to bring it right inside the door here, and we are going to drop it right here. As you can see, it starts to take it right away. It'll take it automatically, and then we are going to start making some tomato juice as we go. I don't know how long it's going to take to make it, but we are... Oops. Okay. So, let's rescue this outside the wall here. I don't know why that's doing that, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to keep going. It should be sticking outside the door, which it's not. We've made 1 tomato juice. Now what we need to do is purchase a couple of containers that we have to pick out, and I think I'm not quite sure where it is. I didn't watch Big A do this, but there it is. Bread plastic bucket, right? Okay, whoops, that says bread. That says tomato juice. Okay, so let's buy tomato juice. Let's buy 1 of them for now. I don't know how many each one fits, but let's grab this little bad boy here, and I think we can set this on the shelf in there, and then your little bottles of tomato juice go in here, and we can do this. I don't know why my pallet jack is sticking inside the door, but we're going to set this like right in here. And then as it makes it on the shelf, it'll make all the tomato juice there. We put it in there, and then we drop it into this, and we go sell it. So this is weird how this is. I may have to reset that, which we're going to do right now. I do believe we can do that real quick. Okay, does it show up? There it is. We're going to reset it. There we go. We'll bring it back in here real quick. Then we'll head out. We'll start tedding our field. This is why I got these interactive little machines and factories, because that way we can give us something to do. I'm going to leave this in the middle of the floor now instead of up against that wall. It worked fine when I set it up. Then when I saved it, when I came back, it was perfect. But something happened just there. But that's okay. It gives us the opportunity to reset. So happy Monday to you all. You guys have been so wonderful, so great, so gracious, amazing comments, amazing views, amazing everything. I'm having an absolute, and we're driving in the grass. I'm having an absolute blast doing this series. The shorter videos are absolutely what I think I should have been doing this all along. To be honest with you, it just works. It really does. Let's leave this outside for now, just in case. Right there. Leave it right there. That way we can... The only thing we're going to need it for is the tomatoes. Let's see. We got 9 tomato juice already. And 482 tomatoes. All right. So, hop our little hedge again and head over. I got the tractor already set up over here. And we're going to start tedding today. And that's what we're going to work on. And we're going to bring... I just realized the ground is messed up there. And that's not from me. Well, first of all, we can turn this off. I had it on because what I did off camera when I bought it. Instead of driving it over there, I just picked it up. We also got rid of the front loader, and we are just using a front loader attachment that goes on our tractor, because this tractor works pretty well. So we're going to start over here. Let's get this unfolded. And I think I can get 2 to 3 rows in here. We're just gonna do 2 simple rows at first, just to make sure. Let's turn it on and let's start tedding. Then we'll come back and we'll windrow. Now we can get 3 right here, so we'll do 3 rows. Won't be able to get 4, but dealing with a little bit of a sore shoulder today. So it's been a long couple of days stacking hay bales. I'm getting a little bit older, so stacking hay bales tends to take it out of me quite a bit. Yeah, especially when the first day we made almost 400. Yesterday we made like another 300, and then we made 4 big round bales, which is pretty cool, for bedding and things like that. So I have to keep stretching my shoulder. That's why I stop, because I get leaned forward to talk into my mic, and it puts a weird angle on my shoulder. But I'm doing okay. It's just sore. Take a bunch of ibuprofen or Aleve or whatever the wife's got in the medicine cabinet, and I'll be fine. I'll be having to do it all over again tomorrow. But it's been about mid 80s here and sunny, so great hand weather, absolutely fantastic. So we can't complain too much about that. So but when we get done tedding this, our headlands, shall we say, then we'll go start our up downs. But then we'll windrow it up. We'll bale it. We'll make our hay bales out of it, and then we will literally plow it in. Well, we'll cultivate it in, and then and I forgot to show you guys. I always forget to show you guys what we are at with our animals. 10,878 milk and 12,000 liters of slurry. The slurry is staying in storage, because eventually when we get enough to do a field, we'll start using that on the precision farming, which is pretty cool. We're using 2,821 liters of hay right now per day, and we have 23,000. So that'll be about 10 more days that we can go. Almost the rest of this month. We can get 1 full month off of the 30,000, but we're going to make some decent sized bales here. I think we're going to stay at the quick baler that we use is, I don't have it updated. It's still the original, where I think it's 10, 25, and 50. I think we're going to stay at the 10,000 liter bale, just so that it's a little bit smaller. So if we use a loading wagon, it's a little easier to keep track, because 25,000, it's a little more realistic, but for game wise, I think it's easier if we ever do TMR to just use the smallest ones. And 10,000 liter bales isn't that small anyways, but realistically, size wise for real life would be more like 25,000 for game to realistic, for those of you who are asking. So generally speaking, when we make real bales, we make sometimes we make 150 for the big ones, and then sometimes we make 180. But generally, we use the 2-string bales. When you're talking square bales, like handheld bales, there's 2 different sizes that I know of. There's 2-string bales, and then there's 3-string bales. And that's the twine that comes out. They're square bales. So basically, the way to consider it or compare it, shall we say, is they're the same as the baby bales. They look like this little baby bale right here in game. But ours at 2 strings are about 45 pounds a piece, 45 to 60. 3-string bales are 60 to 90 pounds. And I've actually seen 4-string bales, which can be anywhere between 100 to 120 pounds. We try to keep ours right around 45 pounds because you can grab 2 of them and stack them. We put them onto a conveyor belt. We ship them up onto the top of the hayloft, and we stack them by hand. And so yesterday we did, because today's Monday. Friday we did 420. Then Thursday we did 400 and something, all stacked by hand. And then like I said, we did 3 large bales, which we did 3 180 size bales, and they're probably 1,000 to 1,200 pounds a piece. You have to use we can't even lift them up with my front loader because they're too heavy. I have to use, our skid loader can do one at a time, but so that's why I always tell you guys the physics for farm sim is absolutely wonky. It just doesn't add up. Like, if you tried to grab 2 150 bales with a front loader in real life, you would absolutely tip your tractor over, even with a weight on it. It's just too heavy. And those people who are real life farmers out there can attest to that. But yeah, my skid loader can pick up 1. It's pretty funny. She's a good little strong skid loader. We have in real life, I'll show you. We own this one right here. This is what we own in real life, the New Holland. And we're going to be switching to the JCB Teletruck. That's what we're going to be switching to. So at the end of this season, this will go back to the dealership, and we're going to be getting a JCB Teletruck, which I can't wait for that. They said the weight limit is a lot more. Plus, you can adjust it on the trailer because it goes in and out. But getting back to in-game, we switched back to our HX20 mower because we own one of these in real life. Now, would you ever mow a field with it? Probably not. We went to this. I own this in real life. Seriously. But let's go to here so I can show you the big picture of it. Right here. That's what we own in real life. Ours is, though, about 5 meters. It's a little bit smaller than this. 6.2, I think, is a little big, to be honest with you. But we mainly use it for mulching. We use it for knocking down the corn stalks after we grow corn. We mulch with it. We mow ditches with it. But I switched to it because I was like, hey, you know what? I haven't used one of them on a series in a while. I mowed half the field with the original setup. We also own one of those real setups in real life too. I actually have 3 mowers that came in game that I have in real life. We have this one, as I showed you, the HX20. We also have the Pottinger front mower, which is what we were using, and we have, I got rid of it, but it's the Eurocat. I got rid of the mod out of here just because if I'm not using it, I don't want it. But ours little sit mower, but ours is only 3 meters wide on the back. And then we own the neighbor has a triple mower that we borrow. But it's not ours. We just borrow it when we have to really get some serious mowing done. But it's been fun. You know, we have a Vermeer tedder. So for those of you who have the Vermeer pack, we have the tedder that is that. Our tedder looks like I bought the one. I'll show you the one I bought in game, which is what we're going to be using. Windrower, I'm sorry. This, whoops, I don't want to sell it. I want to go to here. Our Vermeer looks a lot like this right here, except it's yellow and black. That's our Vermeer. And then our rake, which is here, we have a Pottinger, this one right here. We have this one. And we also own there's one step up from this one. But this is the one we generally use the most for our tedder. It's pretty cool. We have a lot of Pottinger equipment on our farm. We just use it. It works really well. We don't need that on while we're driving. Now we can go back and forth. And we can go up and down, up and down. But yeah, I'm trying to start getting more equipment that we use on my real life farm so I can explain how it really works. Now, as you can see, I was doing some practice. I had the Moco mower out here. That's the other thing I have, which I did not show you. We have one more mower that is broke right now, but we do own it. It is the Moco John Deere. It looks like this, but it's a John Deere Moco mower. The back end has a windrower thing that comes out the back, but ours is broken. The tines on the mower are broken, so it needs a new pulley on the back. So we're in the process of getting that fixed. One of these days we'll get her fixed, but I'm trying really, really hard to. You would never back up like that. Get some of the stuff that we have on our real life farm so you guys can actually see how it works. It's pretty cool. I was excited to see Pottinger in the game. So what we're going to do now is what we would do in real life is we would skip a row and we would come up here and go like this. That backing up the stuff is only for farm sim, if you know what I mean. We always stay going forward, so we'll put this in about 4th gear and we'll keep going, which according to this tractor is just drive, but I would drive it in about 4th gear. Then we skip a row and we go to the next one like this. That's how we do it. We skip rows when we're tedding, and then we turn around and come back, and then you can continue to just kill forward. So I'm loving it. Like I said, guys, I'm really, and gals, and anybody else who's watching, I'm just having a blast. Gives me just enough time to teach a few things, tell a few stories, talk about my day, talk about what's going on, and I don't have to ramble on for an hour. And it's great. So what we're going to do, though, is just like in real life, what we're going to do on this, so that you guys can actually see how we really do it, we are going to run the tedder on this the first day, and get this. And technically, we wouldn't be tedding at 10 o'clock in the morning. We would be waiting till early afternoon. Probably about 12 or 1 o'clock is when we would ted the first time. But like I've told you guys before, we would mow. And we have started mowing early in the morning before. Let's go down here so we can skip that one. We have done it. And you can mow in a light rain. You can do that. So anybody who's asking out there, you can do that stuff. It's kind of neat. But it does mess up the mower, so we try not to. But normally we would mow probably about, 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We would start mowing. And then we would go to... tedding. Someone would be tedding directly behind us the first time. Then it sits all the rest of that day and until the afternoon of the next day. And which reminds me, what is our weather going to be like in game? All right, we're good until tomorrow, which is good. So then what we're going to do to simulate real life, as we talked about, this is realistic. So I'm going to get my cruise on. And we'll skip a row and then go here. We're going to TED this, and that's all we're going to do for today as far as the day goes. I would normally do farm chores. I would clean the barn. I would do things. And then we're going to come back tomorrow, guys, on day 8, and we're going to TED again. And then we're going to let it sit for the rest of day 8, and then we're going to come back on day 9, and we're going to windrow. Or we're going to TED again. You can see right here where I was using the bush hog, because it just puts down on the ground, which is pretty good. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start simulating like we would in real life, what we would do, so I can kind of explain to you guys what's going on. I may start using straw in there, even though I didn't want to on this Let's Play, just because it gives us something to do in between to clean out the barn. Because like I said, what I do in real life is I would literally get done tedding, and then I would come back to the farm and I would clean the barn out. I would do chores. I'd make sure the cows are fed, blah, 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 blah. There's all kinds of stuff that you could be doing. And then the next day we go right out and we start tedding. But we can't start tedding at 6 o'clock in the morning. That just doesn't work. So starting tomorrow, I think, in-game, when we get to day 8, we'll feed the cows first, providing we have a bale. Now, if we don't have a bale ready and it's still sitting on the ground here, we're then going to have to buy a bale, which is fine. We've done it before. We've bought... But in real life, you don't buy it from a store. We would buy it from a neighbor farmer who has extra, or we would buy it from... we have a local Agway that sells bales, but not they're not crazy bales. They're like little baby bales, even worse than ours. So it's not like it's not sustainable to do that for animals. We have done it, but it is farm sim after all, so you can't do everything perfectly realistic. But then you guys will get an idea of how it really works and why 28-day months work on a farm. And on farm sim, if you do everything like you're supposed to. Plus, remember, now we're going to be able to start having tomatoes, and we just put that that tomato juice factory in literally, I think, day 5. That's what we did. Day 5, we put it in here, and by day 7, we already have tomatoes. So at 15x speed, the game days go about 45 minutes. But oh my gosh, holy cow! I got talking away. All right, guys, we made it to the end of this episode already. Holy cow, I looked down and it was 20 minutes already. I will go ahead and finish tedding this, and then we will get through till September 8th. And then on day 8, we'll come back and we'll TED this again. And because it's Farm Sim, we'll probably do it at 6 o'clock in the morning just to TED it a second time. And it won't be exactly like where we're going and things like that. We're just going to TED it for the second time. And then we'll do some farmyard work around the thing. And then when we get through till September 9th, which is day 9, we will then TED this a third time and then come back on day 10 and windrow it up. And then we can bale it. We can do all that stuff in the same day. So on that note, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding and bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all. And I will catch you all right back here on Wednesday with another episode for day number 8. Thank you guys, and I love you all, and I will catch you then. Have a great one.